Strong. I run away. On the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. Preparing for a little repeat. I run away. On the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. Preparing for a little repeat. Strong, pocket full long repeat, gotta count up and I've been down. Picture go about 100 miles. Battery can't miss now. Standing tall, ready, always on go, taking me to pin pal. PO said slow down, so I come away when I skip town. 16 was on underage, there's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen I was underpaid, said you wide, no 10 tile. I need like a man, even if your eyes I'm there to me. Dressed down like I had a 6 with a shimmy, nigga, that's a possible. Don't be worried about what straw do. Lose you and I'm a do I. Certain boy got a paint job with a clear coat and some fall guy. The girlfriend nigga took a beat out of fresh meat, no big fire. Kevin Red and Beyonce with a ring on it at a lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee, but I'm shooting three. Put sweat in it 2 degrees. So my water, I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in a bell tee. Open up, let me splash it right away. On the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. Pocket full on repeat. I ride away. On the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. Pocket full on repeat. Second round of the fight, something ain't right. I gotta do my work. Walking through the air, no night flight. Got one life to live, and I put 15 on all. Hit the ground, running rabbit, that's the Usain Bolt. Thought like 2 finger signs so far, I can't be caught. 19 is crunch time, and I send it home like a walk-off. AMG on steroid, that's a flex monster with a nightmare. Coming full force, no one, just know I don't fight fair. Good flight, no flight fair. Hot rounds out of hot barrel. Put the mic in the head, lock and tell them tap, 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 tap there. Short LCPR. What the hell are he weak for? Took him to the water, let him up. Time for you a lifeguard. I'm an old damn lifeguard. Been there with a wrist sharp. Life showed me it was hard. Get skatebooks and I count cards. Play my hand for the W. Time told me about who is who. They be on that who is who. I'm on the surfboard. I'm coming through. Stroud.
What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your boy, Mr. Know It All, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella on Hood Talk, and we ready to get the show started. And what's up, Vincent? How you doing tonight? Good to have you here early instead of late, so we can get this thing to rumbling. Go ahead, Miss Bella, go ahead and tell them the subject and all that good stuff for them.
Well, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday to you. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube or Mr. Know It All on Facebook. One other great thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. Just do that for them. Just like it, share it, subscribe it. Just click of buttons. But we want to get started on this subject tonight. We want to know, we want to discuss, we want to take notes and know what we need to do. When is it time to call it quits in a relationship? When do you say this is not for me and we should just be cool? When is that time? What time that take place?
Well, we're going to find out tonight what time it is. What's up, James, up in his house?
Hello.
What's up, black people? Up in this thing. Yeah, shoot, we going to get on it. You got anything you wanted to start with, what you think, whatever, or are you ready to get into it?
I'm ready to get into it.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
So, one of the things we say, abuse and manipulation, any form of physical, financial, or severe emotional manipulation, control is present.
That mean that financial abuse is if your girl only want to see you on the 1st and the 15th, or she only come around on Fridays, your payday and stuff. If you seeing that kind of ritual, it might be time to let that go, because she might be just playing you. You know, I'm just saying.
Some circumstances, yes.
That's called uh, money abuse. A lot of people ain't never heard of that. That's called when she's abusing your money. You know, when a woman go out and she make all this good money every week, and then she knows she make 2-3 times more than you, and she start asking you, you know, get her hair, nails done, and all that old type of stuff. She's abusing you. She ain't trying to see you climb, build, and all that kind of stuff. She trying to suck and go. It's called, you know, when it's called taking of resources. She's taking your resources while she building her resources while she's headed at the door. So just remember that, young scholars out here. Good evening, Arita, up at this thing. Yeah. So what you think about that? You think they should be kind of leery about that?
Hey, some guys don't mind giving the money. They feel like that's what they need to do.
Yeah, they
You
call them tricks.
Well, hey, it is what it is. People like what they like, and you can't knock it or have a problem if that's what they choose to like. But
Yeah.
I can understand when you saying if there's some type of manipulation or an abuse, then that's different. You know, if they just downright just blowing the money, no bills being paid, you walk in the house, click, click, no lights on type of thing, or, you know, if they just bringing you all type of stuff to try and control you because you love them, it's time to go.
Yeah.
And people do that. They take your love for granted and then they manipulate you. It's time to go.
I know people that's sleeping in cars and barely making it, but they still trying to pay other people bills and trying to make sure they are right. And it's called divorce, y'all.
Now you don't give divorce advice on here, right? I know that's not what you're doing.
Divorce is back single. So I do give that kind of advice when they back out here like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rhonda, up in his house, up in this thing early. Look out now. What's up? Yeah, but what you think?
I said it.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying that because we can, you know, we might play this game, and you know, a lot of people might say, "Oh, a lot of people look at stuff and say this not going on," but they know deep down in their heart
That's what they dealing with.
they know what they dealing with. Like a man that know that a lot of women don't come around to Friday or to after 5. They don't even come around early Friday morning. They make sure you done got your money and cashed it before they show up.
But they don't cash checks anymore. It comes at midnight, so they there the night before. They wakes up to.
Oh yeah, 12 midnight. Okay, 11 o'clock midnight. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, relationships are just like Power or Raising Canaan. They come on Friday, but you can watch it 12 o'clock after midnight. Okay, I got you.
If you got that good service.
Right. All right, come on with the next.
Okay, disrespect and contempt, fundamental respect has vanished and been replaced by mockery, stonewalling, and constant belittling. You think women out here doing that stuff? Or men out here doing that stuff?
Well, I was just on a post a minute ago, and woman said that the woman is the new man. And I think we gonna mess around and do a show on this next week because it got me a little riled up because I ain't know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Because they saying, oh, women. So he's saying in so many words because women make more money now that she think more than men. And then I'm gonna tell you, young ladies, if you look at the stats, women really don't make more money than men. What it is a lot of this stuff is kind of, crazy because like I don't think women actually realize sometimes what they saying when they say that. Because when you say I make more money than men, and then at the same time you you know the putting in the proof wasn't like when you look every week, who's waiting on whose chick? It's women waiting on this child support check, government check, the man to get paid check, that they can pay the rent, pay to this, pay to that. Let me tell you something. Women go in and out of jobs all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because they can get mad one day. Fuck this, I don't need this. They'll pack up and run to another job. It's only a couple of career women that stick to one job and stay there and don't want to move back and forth because a lot of people don't realize a lot of people didn't get ahead because they start job hopping. Sometimes you get the smell of that money and then you ain't thinking about nothing else. You job hunting, hopping, thinking you deserve better and better and better, and sometimes you don't even get what you want. But a lot of men are making money. They just reason women feel like men are broke now because they not extorting it from them like in the past. A lot of men been prepped, been learned how to save their money, how to not let women manipulate them. You had different dudes that went viral and everything that got up here and tried to teach young men how to move right, how to save their money, how to be good managers. And I don't even think because look at this way. Do they make any kind of apartment housing complexes to house men?
Not unless it's a rehab place.
Right. So women see sometimes women think they doing better because they being housed or sometimes paying their bills and they got a little extra money to do this and that and that. Sometimes you got to look at the whole situation. If a man sitting in a $4,000-5,000 house that he owns, he's still doing good. You know what I'm saying? Because if he lose his job, even though he got some busted out windows or whatever he got going on at his house, roof, he got to get his roof redone or something. He's, owning or this and that. But a lot of people don't even realize that some people are living so check to check that they don't even realize what's going on. But we're going to get back into the subject at hand. Come on with it.
But we were still talking about the one you just left.
Good.
The stonewalling. People not thinking about that part that can create problems in your relationship.
Explain.
Stonewall is like when a lot of people like you're into it and you shut down. You don't talk, you don't want to discuss, and you that mad where you can't even talk to somebody. Like your immaturity level steps in and you just shut down. I don't want to talk no more.
Yeah.
People do that. That's a terrible communication thing to even pick up.
And I know grown men that do that too. You talk to them and be like, oh man, change the subject. I don't even want to talk about that no more. You know what I'm saying? But they want to talk about it when they want to get paid. Oh, okay. But they want to me look that's happening in our work situation now. That you got people coming to work and feeling like they kind of like run the job instead of working for the job. You got people at work like they feel like the workplace won't survive without them if they quit. Like they think the company gonna go under. Let me tell you something. If you work for McDonald's, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, this and that, you better look at their history. They've been here a long time before you, and when you leave, they gonna be here a long time after you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think when these people that been here a long time, and it's called like the pillars of the community, you know, you always have little shopping pop-up things that come and go. But people got to realize that you have places that come and go, but some places stay all the time.
Yep,
Okay,
I agree. He said, I wish someone would tell me I don't have enough money. I'm a walk.
yeah, I mean, because I feel you this because it's kind of like disrespectful because like real men, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna keep it at real men. A lot of real men don't really let nobody know how much money they got or where they got stashed, all that old type of stuff. That really don't really comes up in a lot of conversation. You might ask a man how much he make a year, and he might tell you the truth, or he might exaggerate. But I don't think a lot of people um, let you know what's going on. Let the left hand know what the right hand doing like that.
Hmm. He said, I'm going to gladly walk away if you tell me I don't have enough.
Tell you because I mean,
That's
and
letting you know their reason for being there, you know.
yeah, and it's also saying, see, they got to look on another side of it too. Now a man got to say, is she a gold digger? Is what she come in here for? Because I feel like this here. If a woman come out first and start asking for money, sometimes I feel like she genuinely don't like me. She trying to make sure she figure out a way to get what she can about me, and she might kick rocks her own self. So I feel like a lot of people got to look at that too because a lot of women sometimes they feel like they're a good person. But feeling like you're a good person and being a good person is two different things.
Different things.
And I think a lot of people can feel like a good person all they want, but a lot of people ain't good like they think. Come on with it.
I didn't ever, right there. Okay. Broken trust. The foundation of trust has been irrevocably shattered, and your partner refuses to make a genuine effort to rebuild it. So if it's just shattered, it's over with, it's done, no fixing it, and nobody's trying to make an effort to hang on to it or seek help, fix it, change, do anything better. So you saying just walk on, throw in the towel.
A lot of people, it's a lot of things that make people like, that's a big part of relationship trust. And sometimes if you trusting somebody with your money, with your secrets, with whatever you trusting them with, and they break that code of conduct or something like that, something can be well. I you know I somebody I remember one time, somebody asked me about I had $1 or something. I keep random dollars around different places in my car and whatnot, this and that. And then I know where it's at when somebody get in my car. If my dollar come up missing, and I know it was here when that person got in the car, and it's missing when they get out. If I can't trust you around $1, I damn sure can't trust you around 20, 30, 40, 50. You know what I'm saying? So I think I remember the man was saying the story about the waitress. He said it's not when you caught them, It's how much damage they did before you called. So, sometimes people can be stealing for you so long that the damage was so big, you might be looking at it right there where it might be $20, $30 here and there, but how much they done
Heads up.
over the years on you.
Heads up.
And it's hard to rebuild once the trust is broken because a lot of relationships is built on trust.
Look, if you take $5 5 times, that's $5. And you trusted them 5 times.
Yeah.
5 times.
So, I mean, yeah, but you ready for the next one?
Sure.
Okay.
So when someone
Now I was gonna say we're finna get into meat potatoes now. Go ahead.
So when someone expresses very extreme feelings and over-the-top behavior that feels overwhelming, things are getting too intense. You got to continue that.
Oh yeah, I am. You right. They gotta go. If they taking something, they got to go. They gotta go. Come on with
What
it.
if somebody takes something from you? Like, what if it's me? They come in and they steal my gum or my tissue or something from my house. What if they take it from me? Should that be an issue that I say, oh, I can't trust this person? If y'all are together, you have this connection, you're together, you're supposed to be bonding. So wouldn't you say like what is mine is yours and what is yours is mine type of thing,
Oh, you talking about if somebody together and
Like they're together.
somebody take something from somebody like that. No, that's I mean, like you say, but that's
We
called
share this thing.
that's called misdemeanor. But if somebody take that bread, now you talking about some tissue and some little stuff, a drink or something like that, or some a bottle of water at the refrigerator. But if I see something my duck is smooth and ain't nobody told me nothing, because I'm the type of person I got a photographic memory, and I can't remember where everything was. Like, sometimes if somebody's stealing money or anything like that, you know what I'm saying, you start thinking, damn, is that crackhead or something? I don't know what's going on with them. Nah, I'm for real because, like, people don't realize, like, when you start doing petty stuff, you know what I'm saying, and if all this can grow. You know,
You can start small, taking $1,
yeah.
$2, or you triple
'Cause
it up.
I ain't gonna even lie. Well, Joker take a whole roll of tissue from me, I'm like, what's going on right here? Because you got to think about it. It might start off small, but I bet you one thing. Next time you hear that, that tissue and something, that same person come over in your tissue mission again. Yeah, I'm gonna start
Be rolling off a chain.
right. Yeah, or you gonna have that small, you gonna get that little small piece of tissue that they barely can get what they need to wipe their booty or something. Take the big roll up out of there. I'm just saying, man.
Petty leads to more. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think you can. I don't think you can look it off. That's how people. That's how people let the crackheads take all their stuff anyway. That's like a man. If a man give a woman access to his bank account, and the access is for okay when I need you to get something out of there, or if I need you to pay something, if it's for that. Mm-hmm. But if I look around and I know I had 3,500 yesterday and I got 2,500 today, like, hold on, did you get something out of that? Yeah, I had to. Oh, you ain't asked me nothing. You got account. You got your own money. What's up with that? Yeah,
Then without asking, that's
I'm gonna
part
tell
of
you.
communication. That's part of communication.
I'm gonna tell you, and because of crackheads and just thieves, and I know the root of money is the evil.
Well,
I have made it my thing to not mix um, that money type thing with anybody, so you won't get burnt and you feel a certain kind of way. Like these days, you got how they say you got them cash app cards. You got all kind of stuff that you can send somebody some money real quick. So there's no reason to let nobody have access to all of your money. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for that. You know what I'm saying? Because people get access to something and clean you out, or like I say, if you ain't monitoring your stuff every day, one thing about the phone today, soon as somebody takes something out of you, your phone ding. Hold on now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
everything connected.
yeah, stuff is connected now. So it's something else. There it is. Uh, He said,
You said
don't
don't.
set up cash out for their payment plan. And I'm gonna tell you another thing like that. It ain't got so good at just paying a bill or whatever. All a person got to do is send you an account number. You can pay it right then. You don't have to give people access to your money to pay something. You can pay your bills wherever you at. If somebody send you a picture of your bill, you can go pay it real quick. 5 minutes, you can get on the phone and pay your bill. So it's no reason for nobody to have access. Anybody who giving access to your money is fool's gold. I don't care if your wife tell you how much she love you, how much she'll die for you, all that. If she got a bank account, you got a bank account. Y'all need to have y'all separate bank account. You can have a joint bank account which you use for bills or whatever, this and that. But I'm gonna tell you, it's better to have separation so you won't have nothing that make you snap out. Because ain't nothing like somebody going and knocking you off pretty good real quick and
Telling
then
you.
off. Because these days it's a cold world.
Listen,
Like your friend, they would change up on you.
look, I've even seen an incident where someone wife was taken from them, and they showed up and unalived them. It was a
Mm,
lie. I'm saying
yeah,
you can't play with people's money.
yeah. And I think nowadays, relationships, that's one of the things that cause relationships to go money issues and stuff like this. So I don't think you should have that kind of access to each other money or whatever, because I feel like that's dangerous too.
Uh-huh. Keep that part separated.
I say it hit deeper when they are,
It hits deep when they are close to you.
yeah. And that's why I say you shouldn't do it, because if somebody close to you do it, it can react very wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, that money thing is something else. And I can say I love me some money, but I love me some freedom too. So to keep myself in between it, try to keep the money over here, keep freedom over there, because I know what I do about my money. So I mean, you just got to be careful.
Hmm.
You ready for the next one?
Yes. So while jealousy is a normal human emotion, it becomes unhealthy when it causes someone to control or lash out at you. This means getting upset when you text or hang out with people. Like don't want you to go nowhere. Is
They
that
go
what
to
you say?
There goes some extra onto it too.
Okay, when you hang out with people, they feel threatened by wrongly accusing you of flirting or cheating, or even going so far as to stalk you. Possessiveness is often excused as being overprotective.
Yeah.
Mm.
So sometimes, sometimes, you know, like I done seen little videos where people together and they out, and just a man saying hey to his woman would trigger a man to what's up? You trying to play with me? You trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know where a person's mind is and what he's going through with that, wasn't it? Because I know a lot of people, and sometimes when I, be around people and they say they with they better half or whatever, I don't initially speak or nothing. If somebody speak to me, I speak back and stuff like that, because you never know how people react to stuff. And sometimes when you don't want to be in that drama, it's best to kind of like, let it go, let it pass, because you don't know what's going on with people.
You don't know what people are set up in.
Yeah.
He said that's narcissistic behavior.
Yeah.
It's some out there, they don't want to admit that that's what they do.
Yeah. But like I said, but and then like you say, stalking, possessive, overprotective, just like I'm gonna tell you, stalking in this day, and I'm gonna say something that's gonna be a little controversial. But to me, stalking in obsessive monitoring type stuff can be FaceTiming somebody all the time. You know, I done seen people FaceTime people and they be like, "Oh, you ain't over there. Let me see your background." Like you turning the phone around. When I see women in the car and they turn their phone around so people can see on the phone this and that's overprotective, because like even if the dude was sitting between her lap, he can duck down. She can go around like that. Ain't like you can see him or what. No, I'm just saying if it's that serious. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like she
Exactly.
like, there he is right there. She gonna go slow. He gonna have time to get out of the car or whatever he doing by the time you go. You know what I'm saying? Like if you going around the
But
room.
why would people want to choose to live that way? That should be so freaking stressful. That should be stressful, but some people get a thrill from treating people wrong, concealing hidden relationships. They get a thrill from that. It makes them feel like they are somebody. But if it ever reversed on them, they will be the ones that snap out. They will be the ones that snap out. So that's why we understand jealousy. It's humanly nature. We all have jealousy streaks in us. I hear people all the time, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. No, you are.
Yeah,
Everybody got a touch of it.
got a little jealousy.
Everybody got a touch.
'Cause
If it's not much,
if you ain't got no jealousy in you,
you
that
don't
means
have no type of
you don't even care.
no, you don't have
So,
no type of emotion for caring for somebody.
so yeah, I think everybody
So
got a
so
little
you're
jealousy.
saying like okay, so you're saying like when a person feel threatened, like if they decide to say, "Hey, it's we going out. I'm going to a party, whatever, all white, red, black, green, whatever. I'm
Yeah,
going here,
yeah.
hanging out." So just because I decide to go here and hang out, then you're saying, "Oh, you out there flirting and cheating? Oh, you went and met Mr. Smith, or Mr. Smith came and grabbed you up or something, like that." That's what you're talking about.
Where in a way, because it won't be that simple. It'll be something like, say, they out together and this type of thing. You know how, you know, like say if you had like places like VFW and places like that where people come and grab you and want to dance, even though they know you with your partner or whatever. That's probably one of the few places that I ever went, and you can be sitting there with your girl or your woman or whatever, and they'll come over there and ask, "Hey, you want to dance?" And you be like, "Nigga, did you just do that?" So I
Because they know most of those people that be up in those places, they there with somebody else's woman. So they feel like she for everybody.
I didn't think about it like that, but maybe so. Ah, what Miss said.
I can't do it. We just have to fight when I get home. Really. Ah.
Yeah, I would confront them right there, but I think like when men see disrespect, you don't want to bring this stuff out in the public. You want to kind of get to a destination, a car, whatever. Hey, that wasn't proper, whatever. But this is the problem. If you feel like woman or man, if you feel like something is disrespectful, and you come to your partner and say, "I think this is disrespectful," and then they say, "I don't think it's disrespectful." That's when the real disrespectful really happens because like they not even understanding that you feel a certain kind of way.
Right.
And if
And
they
not,
not
not even taking it into consideration either.
right, and if they not considering on how you feeling about this, that's when the tensions kind of what's not because like if you say, um, I don't like you doing it. I don't like you doing this. I don't like how you speaking to women or whatever. But what people got to realize too, you got to realize what type of person you with. If you with a person that's like a movie star type, or when I say a spotlight type, like like some of my partners on here, people like Asiatic Black or my boy Jerry, people that's very well known out here, and a lot of people gonna come to him. It don't matter if he with a girl or whatever. A lot of people gonna come want to hug, speak to you, and all that because they know you're an outgoing type person. Now, if you sitting up there and you know what you got yourself into, you with a hood star, superstar, or whatever, who the hell you will, and you don't understand who you with, and you trying to stop him from being who he is, and then that's another level there too, because you got to be honest with yourself, who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like even somebody like Batman or any kind of dude that's kind of famous around the neighborhood around here. You got to understand who you date. If you with a woman and she got 10,000, 20,000 followers, you got to realize she gonna move a certain kind of way. She gonna act a certain kind of way. She might, because she got all these followers, she might carry a phone. She like want to videotape everything. And if you ain't into that, bam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What up, John? What's up? What's up? What's up? He said you gotta let them shine. Yep. And that's just how it is. Because let me tell you something. I got a couple of partners when they get ready to go out. I can be like, hey man, let's do. He's like, hold on, player. I don't know about you, but I need the whole day to get ready to go to this party tonight, man. I gotta go to the store. I gotta get this. I gotta get that. And you got people that they got to be super clean. They ain't coming in there half-assed. They coming there clean with their suit or whatever they they gonna have on. They matching. They got everything laid out. They don't want to get dirty, musty, stinky, anything right before they get ready to go. All that they ain't playing when they get ready to go out. And you got to realize that this person moved like a star. He moved like when you see him and he getting himself together, go out. There's no reason to get jealous because he been moving like that all his life. When you caught him, he moved like that, and you shouldn't be mad because he moving like that now. And sometimes we get in people's lives and then we try to make them start moving different than how they was. And then when you start, it's like taking a wild animal and putting him in a cage. Now he's not that wild animal no more. Now his mental done changed. Now everything done changed about him when you lock him down. When you say you can't be who you are. A lot of relationships last because people are allowed to be who they are. And you gotta let them shine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, come on with it.
So when someone tries to control your decisions, actions, or emotions, manipulation is often is hard to spot because it can be expressed in subtle or passive aggressive ways.
Okay, I think they go with it too.
Okay, you know you're being manipulated if someone is trying to convince you to do something you don't feel comfortable doing, ignores you until they get their way, or tries to influence your feelings. What that mean?
All right, come on with it.
Oh, you don't want to elaborate on that?
No,
Okay. Well,
that go with it too.
okay. So when someone keeps you away from friends, family, or other people, this behavior often starts slowly with someone asking you to spend more time with them.
All right, last part, all that to go.
But can later escalate to demand that you don't see certain people. Often they will ask you to choose between them and your friends and family. Oh my gosh.
So
All these signs. And if you stay, you a fool. All these signs are here. So you saying if somebody stay in the situation, they a fool?
you said if somebody stay in them situation,
And all these that we've gone over so far, and if
yeah,
somebody stay in their situation, they are a fool.
yeah, I think. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Some situations I done seen that it might seem toxic on the outside, but it ain't toxic on the inside. Like I know some dudes. I know a couple of dudes. The dude, he a roofer and Sashi, and he got a dude with him. And that's right. So I know them, and they do roofing, and all they do, they go and work with each other every day. But all they do is seem like they argue, fight, and rumble every day, all day. But they they with each other every day, all day, and they doing this type of thing, and they making money together. And they all talk about, oh, I'm gonna fire you, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. But it's something about people that you might can think they toxic, but they love what they doing. Like every day, like you can watch on the outside, you can look at two people fussing at each other, and then you can look and you can blink, and 20 years later, them same two people still fussing each other, still what's name, but it don't bother them. Both of them maybe might have real good thick skin or whatever, whatever. I know people that I think that might hate each other, but they done stayed under the same roof 30, 40 years and sleep on separate parts of the house, but they still in there. You know what I'm saying? I call them relationships is both sides just waiting for trying to outlive the other person.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how it seems. I hear couples even having that
Mhm.
discussion.
Yeah.
They just wait for the other one to die.
What's up, Miss Smith? She's a very true. So sometimes we got to realize that a lot of stuff that can seem toxic can work for them. And and I be around. I got a couple workers that I be around with every day, every other day, this and that. And you would think, listening to us, you would think we about to fight and everything every day. But then at the end of the day, we laugh, and at the end of the day, laughing start, and it is what it is sometimes,
Yeah,
and
conversation just raw, huh?
sometimes it's not personal, and sometimes I think we done learned how not to cross over to a
Certain levels.
disrespectful type
Right.
level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mhm.
There it is. Unless it's unconditional love. Yeah. Because that kind of love, see, when your love come with conditions, you always 1 foot at the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when I think about, even me working with them, and I've been working one, almost 30 years. So I mean, once you know each other and blase did, I mean, it's cool. You know the person, and you adjust of knowing the person, but you also try to get them to do better too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know he'll lose a pencil or drop stuff and don't pick it up, and I'll be like, dude, just pick it up. You know, just pick it up. You're gonna lose something. But then when I tell him he dropped some money, he hurry up and pick that up.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's his stuff. The
that
pencil
happened
probably
the other day.
belongs to him.
That happened the other day. He dropped that money out. I'm like, hold on, man, you dropped some. Oh, now you want to pick it up. Come on with it. Yeah.
So you insist that you spend all your time with them, or make you question your own judgment of friends and family. If you are experiencing isolation, you may end up feeling like you're dependent. Okay. So when someone purposely ruins your reputation, achievements, or success, sabotage includes keeping you from doing things that are important to you.
Yeah. So that first thing was still in manipulation stage. Now we moving into sabotage.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you ready? Come on with it.
Yeah. Behaviors like talking behind your back, starting rumors, or threatening to share private information about you is also sabotage.
Right.
Yes, another form of blackmail.
Yeah. So it's something else because people don't, people think they good to you, and sometimes the same people think they good to you are also trying to sabotage you because they don't realize the gossiping and talking behind somebody's back because people don't realize like you never know who and who is cool with who and how it might get back to the person that you was talking about and all that. And you looking at it like it ain't nothing. But
Mm.
I'll tell you, it's something. You know what I'm saying? And
Performative kindness. Yep.
all right, come on with that.
So when someone does and says things to make you feel bad about yourself, This includes name calling, making rude remarks about people you're close with, or criticizing you. It's also belittling when someone makes fun of you in a way that makes you feel bad, even if it's played off as a joke. Over time, this can make you lose confidence in yourself and your abilities. Oh, that is so true. And you have people that's supposed to love you, they'll make fun of what you can and can't do. That's not cool because when your day comes, you're gonna think like, dang, now I was making fun of people. It's my turn now.
Yeah. And people don't, and I'm gonna tell you another thing about that because I I look at it like this here. You never know when you might be in a position where you might need somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I try to tell my partners sometimes about how we used to think and how we thinking now. I remember in the early 90s, we didn't have this kind of racial void with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I put up a video today, earlier today. Like, we used to get out here and, white people this, white people that. We had white friends and we respected them. We didn't call them crackers. We didn't call them out their name. We didn't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we are outright on the internet, saying certain stuff that you can't take back off the internet. You know what I'm saying? Once you put it out there, once you
It's
start
out there.
everybody that they white supremacists and oh yeah, you like the white man, you this and that. Yeah, I got white friends. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
I got a couple Mexican friends, but yeah, but what I say is when you've been in the army and you've been around diverse people and you ain't been subject to just be around one type of person all the time. See, it's how people think about when you live in different cities and bigger cities.
Different cities.
When
Yeah.
when you're closer with other people, see sometimes the stuff you dwell on and you load up in your thing, like when people put a lot of racist things and you start, because I remember being in a lot of so we blacker than black groups, like this here, and Black Power, Panthers, and all that. It will make you start becoming what you feed yourself. You start feeding yourself all this negativity, and then you start becoming that.
What you mean feeding?
When you feed, you are what you eat. So if the information that you constantly feeding yourself is racial stuff,
okay, I get you.
This person is bad, and they Nazis and they this and that.
So what do you think about
start coming up, huh?
So what do you think about the guys that be on the corner in the purple, the Israelites in Mississippi? Like,
listen, I don't have no what's the name problem with them. I don't have no problem with them, but I think the only reason, like, that's why I have so much more respect for certain Muslims, because sometimes people Israelites, and I'm just gonna be honest. The same Israelites that get out on corner and say, "Oh, the white man ain't this and ain't that and that." Then they go and put on their little old white man uniform and go out there and work and do their little hours at the job working for the white man. Then they go right back to the country and say, "Oh yeah, we need to farm on, don't own a goddamn farm nowhere." Because if you did own a farm, you won't have time to sit on the damn corner and hop. You'll be sitting somewhere trying to feed your chickens or something.
don't they be screaming?
When you out here and you doing for yourself and you trying your best to do for yourself, you don't have time for all this hate. and all this other negative
Don't have
stuff.
no room for it.
You got you sitting out here building and trying to build yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or build up yourself. Like I tell jokers all the time, I don't have time to hate other races and all that stuff when I'm steady trying to grind and trying to make a way for me. If you stuck on making a way from you for you and you trying to make yourself, you don't, when you start slanging out all this hate and this and that, we don't even realize that's called envy.
That's true. Straight envy.
That's something that lust and envy and all this hatred for other people. These are sins in the Bible, and we're not living in a kind of righteousness that we was named. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, Malcolm X." People don't realize when Malcolm X did his journey to Mecca, he said once he went to Mecca, he went across seas and went his journey to Mecca, like most Muslims do. Make that journey once out of their life to Mecca. He said he went over there and prayed, and he realized that he was praying beside all different color people, white people. What's name? It's all kind of different Muslims, all over, different colors. And if you really want to be, we are always running out here talking about we want peace in the world, we want more unity, we want people to help us and this and that. When you go out here and you feed yourself a lot of racism and you spit the racism out, like Martin Luther King said, and I say this all the time, you don't put out fire with fire. You put out fire with water. You combat hate with love.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people, they got so much hatred in them that they don't even realize the few friends you got, you creating hate between them. The few white friends that you might have, when you get on anything and they start reading down your posts and seeing how you really feel about white people and all that, they start saying, "Oh, I ain't even know John, when we hung out last time, I ain't even know John feel like that with me." See, people don't even think this kind of way when they get out here. Like you got even black women that'll go out here and sometimes get on what's name. They'll go, "Oh, went up," but you hang out with white girls. You go to white bars and you do all this, and you got white friends now, and you don't even realize they watching your posts. They just might not say nothing, but they watching your posts and they watching how you react. And they might just delete you later on or whatever, but then you'll realize, well, oh yeah, I used to work at this hospital with all my white friends and all that. And then all of a sudden I got fired. And you wonder how you got fired. They start realizing who you really was. That's so when you get out here and you put a persona that you hate people and you got this kind of vitriol in you, you don't even realize how much damage this might do to you in your personal life. Because how can you have so much hate for somebody but still want them to pay you more money? Oh, the white man, this and that. Oh, well, UPS hired me. Huh? You forgot who run that? You forgot who own Amazon? You feel me? When you say tax the rich, do you forget who own Walmart? Do you forget who owns Sam's? When you go do your shopping, you shop grocery. Do you want to boycott them? Do you go to the farm, to the black farm, and spend your money with the black people? You got to keep it real. When you go to Dollar General, do you know who owns Dollar General? Do you know who owns the dollar store? Do you know who owns anything's a dollar? Do you actually know who owns all this stuff that you spend your money when you being this victim mentality and when you going out here and slanging things like you don't know where your food come from? You know what I'm saying? If you're an entrepreneur out here and you got everything on your own and you move in a certain way, fine. But if you can't be out here, and like I said, a lot of these Hebrew Israelites got regular old jobs. You know what I'm
Regular
saying?
lives.
Regular lives. And then they take off their regular life, their UPS shirt or whatever they got. Then they put on their little cape. And then they change to a totally different person. Then who they were speaking their boss. Oh yes, sir. This and that. Then they go out there on the corner. Yo, the white boy, all you motherfuckers, all y'all held us in captivity and this. And listen, you ain't talking to no slave owners. You talking to people who were born in your time. They just your age. You know what I'm saying? So knowing your history is one thing. Taking your history and being a victim every day is another. If you only learn in your history to be a victim, then you doing something kind of proactive, to yourself.
Yeah.
All right, come on with it.
So when someone makes you feel responsible for their actions and make you feel like it's your job to keep them happy, they may blame you for things that are out of your control. A lot of times, women, we think guys would know how to treat us or be nice. They don't know. Sometimes, guys, you may think women need to know how to treat you or do whatever that may please you as her man, and we don't know why. How? Everybody's not taught how to be in a relationship with everybody. So anything that you be in, you just have to learn to respect each other and grow together.
Yeah. And one thing about that too, you know how they always talk about like cultivating and all this and the thing about a lot of relationships is some people ain't willing to be the other half of the other person. Sometimes people don't want to
A
be,
mouthful there.
um, like you can have um, just say you can have a woman or whatever, and she can come over your house and she can see she can see your house dirty, nasty, whatever. She can step over stuff and everything. She'll go up there and boom. She might know you need help, but sometimes people don't care because sometimes in our own selfish reason we like, hey, they don't help me here and there, so why should I help them? And see, that's when the fallout starts. Like, you know, sometimes okay, it started off he helping you, you helping him, and then it start falling back. Oh, I do this on my own. I do this on my own. I try to do it. I try not to call you for nothing. I don't need you for nothing. I'm trying to make sure I don't need you for nothing. And so now it started being a separation, a gap that just started getting wilder and wilder. And then next thing you know, people looking at each other and they don't even know each other no more. Why are we together if we this far apart? If we this far apart on everything, why are we together? If we don't feel like we can pull this thing together, if we steady pushing apart, or we steady finding out a way to not like each other, this and that, sometimes it's better to just, how they say, be friends or find out another way to do things if we can't see eye to eye. You
But you
know?
know what? I was talking to this person and they were telling me that the reason why they don't settle down like in relationship consistently, like for a long period of time, because they just want to feel the thrill of like it's a new relationship. Like when you meet somebody new, how people be put on their best foot forward and showing you all the goodness that they have. So they like to get in these relationships and have the goodness of it and then get on down. And I'm like, really?
Well,
Like that doesn't get tiresome.
You know
They were
what?
like, I don't have to get to know this person all the way. I just get my fulfillment, like we together until I know I can't do it no more.
You know that. You know what that's called?
Crazy.
That's called the new good weed or the new goddamn some crack or whatever. You get that hit and and it's like it's refreshing. It's like say a person don't have ain't been in a relationship for 3-4 years and they get in a fresh relationship. They like, oh yeah, I'm doing everything to keep this thing going, this and that. And then once they get into it and they've been into it a while, just like they say, I remember, all the people that was in good relationships say, every time you say, oh yeah, I want to have a relationship, they be like, hey, it take work. You got to work it. It's day for day. This is not easy, player. This is not easy. Don't not look at me and feel like this is easy. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of women looked at people relationship and even looking at people relationship now. And sometimes I see some relationships say, "Oh man, I can do that. I'm worth that. I'm that wifey material over there." But then you ask them, "Do you like cleaning?" They be like, "No." Do you like doing anything that a wife do? Do you like jogging? Do you like being in health? Do you like doing anything that your man do? Do you like your man? They be like, you know what? I really don't. So, but like I say, people can go through all that, and like I said, they would try to make themselves be in a place that they not happy, and then sometimes people can be in a place and it just works. Like the communication part and the hipping out on both ends, and I feel like um that what keeps people together. Um, but knowing that somebody got your back. If you ask them to do something, boom, they got you. They got your back. But see, then you got people that sometimes people feel like, okay, somebody else can call them 11, 12 at night. They'll jump up, break their neck, run over here and do whatever for the next person. Or if somebody call them, they'll move just like this here. But if you call them, they got every excuse not to do it. Oh, feel like it or whatever, whatever. And so sometimes people can feel like everybody else is put first. And then when a person starts feeling like getting put last, and then it can be like that.
Yep, they bag on bag. They just go on back.
All
Make
right.
you bad for them. This includes threatening to hurt themselves or others if you don't do as they say or stay with them. Wait a minute now, what?
That was with the other one that I think that was
When someone make you feel responsible for
listening.
making you feel
Yeah,
like it's your job to keep them happy. They
yeah,
may blame you for the things that are out of your control, like make you feel bad for them. This includes threatening to hurt themselves or others if you don't do as they say or stay with them.
right.
That's wild and crazy. They
All
might
right.
also pressure you to do something that you're not comfortable with by claiming that it's important to them that it'll hurt their feelings if you don't do it.
Mm, yeah. So a lot of pressure is put on people in relationships to be something. Sometimes they don't want to be. And
They don't want the relationship, just
yeah.
leave it.
And then and then I feel that too. I feel like some people when they don't want certain relationships, certain what's name, um, they want to leave, but I tell you this story. I know a guy, and I think he still got a child underage, and him and his Gary work together. And I think he tried to move. He got tired of this and that. And he tried to move or whatever. But he's still paying all the bills at the house. You know what I'm saying? So he like, so when you think about it like that, he like, why am I moving? And why am I trying to move if I still got to pay the bills at the house?
Mm-hmm.
So then he just got to the point, he stayed away a little while, and then all of a sudden, you know, he was back and forth to the house a little bit because you know how that is. And then next thing you know, he just went back home. And I think he probably truly did love. He just didn't probably know, didn't like how she was moving at the time or whatever. And then sometimes you get out here and you try to be out here in the streets and you realize that you're not really the street type dude. You really don't want to run around here with this, that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, once you get out here in the streets, it's different. And a lot of women think men have so many women, so many options, and all this type of thing because women have a lot of options. And sometimes a woman can say, if I got 10, 15 niggas in my inbox, I know he got 3 or 4 women in his inbox. You know what I'm saying? So I think women kind of get a clout as that because they look in their inbox and they see all these men pressing up on them, everybody swearing they can be a good man and this and that. But if a man already have, if a man is single and he knows you have somebody and he's steady pushing up on you hard, is he a good man? Let's think about that for a split second. The man that's in the inbox, knowing you got a man and acting like he want to take you and be captain, save a woman and take you away. Do you really think he's the good man? What you got to say about that?
Well, some guys feel like by telling you what you want to hear. And most of the time you have these women that probably have confided a little bit in that person about what they're not happy with. And of course the man gonna go fishing for what you feel like you're lacking and want to give it to you. And feel like he can give it to you better than your man. Like this person gonna know you better than the man you're with. But they're just trying to sell you something to satisfy themselves and thinking they're satisfying you. Because if they could have you, they would have gotten you before. Or if they can have somebody, they would have gotten their own. But a lot of times when people hear that you are in a relationship, they want you. They want you, men and women, because they don't have to worry about you coming home with them or staying for a long period of time.
Yeah, because
They
it's
want you. You got
easy.
somebody.
It's
They want you.
it's easy to be part time. It's hard to do full time. See,
Time.
it's
If people don't
easier.
want to put in the work.
I'm gonna tell you this. I know people that work 2, 3 hours a day and complain. I know people that work 8 hours a day and complain. I know people that work 16 hours and complain. So so what it is sometimes that person that's complaining, they see you with somebody and you with somebody else 24/7. Could they handle a 24/7 you? Probably not.
Right.
A lot of people try to make themselves feel like they can handle a 24-hour you. You know, just like I was saying with that superstar mentality, whatever, and you out here and everybody know you, and a lot of people, a person will try to slide in, think they can handle it, and they can't handle it. You know, they get into that and they don't want you talking to people. Oh, your phone. Oh, your phone ringing. What you doing? Two phones. Why you got three phones? Blah, 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 blah. And you like, hold on, player, this business, this, and then that. You know what I'm saying? You like, hold on, player, you know, and then they want to look at all the phones. They want to, oh, if your phone ring, I should be able to answer. No, my business don't work like that. You feel what I'm saying? So you got people that always would think they can handle another person's life, but they ain't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got ladies out here that say you do. Let's just do it like this. Just say if you do taxes or anything, right? And you get a lot of phone calls from me. You have to have a certain kind of man that can deal with it. That you getting phone calls all the time of the day and this and that from different men. If a man is not securing himself to be able to deal with that, you will have a lot of problems trying to get with the wrong dude, and he can't handle that. He'll shut your business down because of that jealousy. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of men and then cause women to lose their jobs and all that stuff because they couldn't handle the life that she lived. Whoever you get with, you got to be able to handle the life they live. And if you can't do that, I remember one time talking to a woman, and I knew she felt like she was the woman in the house. I remember she said, "Yeah, when me and my husband go to sleep, we both put both our phones right there together, this and that, because that's how we do it." And right? And I was like, it sounds like he ain't got no say so in this. It sounds like he can't even put his phone close to him on his side of the bed or whatever. Cause it feel like she's trying to tell him how you gonna, oh, you gonna keep, you ain't gonna put your phone on side of, you gonna do this, you gonna do that. And if your phone ring, I should be able to answer too. Cause I'm gonna let you answer your phone. And that ain't how it goes in the real world. Just because I can answer your phone don't mean you can answer my phone or tip or tat. There's no reason to answer each other's phone sometimes. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all that can dip into somebody's bag, play with their money, play with stuff they got going on in life.
Yeah.
And it's
Sure
wrong,
can.
and people don't realize. You got to realize that you got to match up with the person that you're trying to be with. If not,
Yeah.
you're gonna be running around trying to boss hog a bolo or tell a person how to move with their stuff.
Yep. I agree.
Like I tell people all the time, every time I shake my damn keys, I don't need nobody to ask me where I'm going. That's why they make cell phone. Come on with it.
So when someone has a really strong, unpredictable reaction that makes you feel scared, confused, and intimidated,
Mm, come on with it.
a volatile person makes you feel like you need to walk on eggshells around them, or they will have extreme reaction to small things. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
What? Oh, you talking
It's
about?
terrible. Yeah, I mean, this whole list is like
I
it's
guess I
something.
did a good job on the list then. Come on with it.
Your relationship with them might feel like a roller coaster that contains extreme ups and downs. They may overreact to small things, have major mood swings, or lose control by getting violent yelling.
Mm, come on with it.
So, when someone repeatedly makes excuses for their unhealthy behavior, they may blame you or other people for their own actions. Often, this includes making excuses based on alcohol and drug use, mental health issues, or past experiences like a cheating ex or divorced parents. You hear that? Isn't that something?
What you think about that?
It's straight to the point. Oftentimes, people try and suppress what they go through with drinking and drugs and alcohol, and then you feel like you have to move a certain type of way because of how your ex did you, or how your parents' relationship didn't work, or my friends around me relationship didn't work. So you feel like because of someone else's circumstances, you have to move a certain type of way. Or because something that happened to you in the past, you're taking this baggage with you, and everybody you come in contact with, they have to suffer the consequences of what you've gone through. That's not right.
That's right. Come on with it.
So when someone is disloyal or acts in an intentionally dishonest way, they may act like a different person around other people or share private information about you to others. Isn't that terrible? That's awful. So it also includes lying purposely, leaving you out, being two-faced. I know ain't nobody doing that in relationship these days.
Mm.
I know that can't be happening.
Yeah. So what you think about that?
That's something. Because that's one thing, I had to learn a long time ago. Your relationship, if you don't have nothing good to say about your dude or your girl, don't bring it up. Because people will start, even like your family members. If you don't have nothing good to say about your family, don't bring them up if they're not there, because people are going to start treating people the way that you treat them. And they don't even know, the person, like, really. But because you feel some type of way, they're going to feel some type of way too. Their reactions will be the same.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand.
Yeah. You'll talk about them and put them in a certain stance, but in all actuality, you love this person. You still gonna rock with them.
Yeah.
But hey, it came to an end real fast. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, people. And again, happy Tuesday to you. I guess we'll see you on next Tuesday at 9:00 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
You got something else, Mr. Know-It-All?
No, I wanted to get kind of to the point. Wanted to kind of break it down pretty good. I seen the topic kind of, a little chippy, little choppy. So I just want to get it, get it on out the way. And, before everybody fall asleep, it been raining all day, So I know how it is. So, yeah, I'm gonna let them get it and go, and we gonna holler back next Tuesday. So that's how we do. So,
Okay.
wanted to say before we go?
No, just have a good night.
All right, and we out here.
Yeah. Trip all big splash, baby, you can see it.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
Got him! Got him! Bye, Felicia.
Y'all stanch.
He cold.
She belongs to the streets. I'm the age that's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen I was underpaid, said you ain't no kid child. I need like a man, even if your eyes don't dare to me. Dressed down like I had a six with a shimmy, nigga, that's a pump for me. Don't be worried about what's wrong, dude. Use you and I'm a do I. So the boy got a pink job with a clear coat and some fall guy. The girlfriend even took a beat, I was fresh meat, no big five. Give me win and Beyonce, put a ring on it.
How they said?
Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee, but I'm shooting threes.
We up out of here like last year. We'll see y'all Tuesday. Have a good night, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday for another hot show. Peace.